Hey buddy, it's Crazy Good Time 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. In the last one, we went through Classic Mode for the final time, going through, of course, as the last of the Mii fighters, that being the Mii Gunner. And yeah, finished things up. Classic Mode being 100% complete. This time around, though, we're gonna be going into our next mode, that of course being All-Star Mode. Take on every fighter in reverse chronological order, so basically the exact opposite of what 3DS had to offer. Let's get right into it and see how it goes. Oh, that feels good. All-Star mode. Oh man, I love that. So yeah, All-Star mode looking a bit different. There's no like score. I mean, there is still a score thing, but not as like big and complicated as it was for Classic mode. And it's also like you get the difficulty selector here at the start. Now, unlike Classic mode, you only get 3 difficulties. You have easy, normal, and hard, which is also different from the previous Smash games from Melee and Brawl, where they actually give you 5 difficulties. This time only 3, so keep that in mind. We're gonna be obviously starting things off with Mario. You know, this is the first character. Who else would we better start it off now? Now I'm going to go into things with a bit of a different look on. Yeah, I'm gonna be going through with a palette swap. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with my favorites, which is the Fire Mario. I think it works well. I think it looks good. Also, should I? Because I feel like in 3DS I did. I could change it up a little bit. But I also want to kind of go just my favorite one, so I'm gonna do that. And we're also gonna be going on hard, and the reason why is because there's a challenge in this game that requires you to complete All-Star mode on hard with every single character, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So wish me luck. Let's get right into it, and we'll see how it goes. Now, All-Star mode, is similar. It works similar in how it was back in Melee and Brawl, in which you are put up against every single character in the game, split across multiple rounds, and you basically have to try and make it to the end, almost like a gauntlet, but like you do have breaks in between rounds. Now, for Smash Wii U's case, in Smash 3DS, you fight every character in chronological order, from when the characters themselves were presented into gaming in Japan, right? Their Japan origin dates. Whereas in Wii U, it's the exact opposite. You go in reverse chronological order. That's why we're gonna be starting off today with a character like Corrin, because that is the last character in gaming that was put into Smash. Also, we're starting things off and we're already at 39%. I don't like that. I feel comfortable with Mario and playing this out, but like it's gonna be tricky. Get out of here, that doesn't kill. One thing I should probably mention about All-Star mode is that characters, the opponents will also have, will just generally be weaker, right? They will take more damage and they will also take more knockback, which makes things a bit easier, obviously, but just to keep that in mind. You also get stage clear time, which hasn't been there before, so that's pretty interesting. But let's go into our rest area and take a little bit of a break. We get some rewards here every single match. We do get a little bit of a break. We get some rewards to collect. We also get healing items. A Maxim Tomato, which heals 50%. A Fairy Bottle, which heals 100% if you are at 100% or higher. And of course, 2 heart containers, which will heal all of your damage. Now, talking specifically about All-Star mode, it is available from the start. The first time it is available from the beginning of the game. However, it's initially incomplete, as locked fighters and stages do not appear until unlocked. It becomes true All-Star mode once all fighters are unlocked, which is also needed for certain challenges. DLC fighters and stages are added if downloaded, but are removed if deleted. Also, Mii fighters do not appear in All-Star mode, so keep that in mind. Also, we went through our first match, in which we fought every character from 2015 to 2007, those being Corrin, Greninja, Lucina, Robin, Dark Pit, Shulk, Bayonetta, Wii Fit Trainer, and Rosalina and Luma, with the possible stages, of course, being Mario Galaxy, Kalos Pokemon League, Coliseum, Skyworld, Wii Fit Studio, and Umbra Clock Tower. And now we're in this match, the stage 2, with characters from 2006 to 2001. Those, of course, being Lucario, Lucas, Ike, Zero Suit Samus, Toon Link, the Koopa Links in general. It's supposed to be Bowser Jr., but they also do include the Koopa Links. Roy, Olimar, or Alf, and then Villager. With the stages that are possible being Mario Circuit, Pyrosphere, Castle Siege, Garden of Hope, Town and City, Smashville, and Pirate Ship. Obviously playing on Smashville. I actually don't know which one this is, if it's Town and City or if it's Smashville. Now, an interesting thing about this, obviously I did mention, obviously we're going to be seeing, is that we are fighting against the Koopa Links, just any of the Koopa Links, as well as Alf. Even though those characters in particular have not been present at all, but they were not created until different times. The Koopa Links were actually created back in like the late 80s, or I think early 90s, when Mario Bros. 3 was released. Whereas Bowser Jr. was, of course, 2002 with Mario Sunshine, and then Olimar and Alf, obviously 2 different times, with Olimar being released in, I think, 2001, with the release of Pikmin, and Alf not being present until 2013 or 12 with Pikmin 3. So just keep that in mind. You're just gonna be fighting them because they are alternate power swaps, sort of different characters, but not gonna put in like different stages. Yeah, but going in more into All-Star mode, when it comes to the gameplay rules, there are no continues that are allowed in All-Star mode. Absolutely nothing. You either get KO'd or you get timed out, which equals a game over, like Brawl's boss battle mode. Gold, global smash power, and rewards earned before defeat are kept. Opponent order is based on Japanese debut year, as I mentioned, with the 3DS being oldest to newest, and then Wii U switching it from being newest to oldest. Up to 3 enemies at once, 2 in co-op mode on 3DS, 4 to 9 per stage with a 5-minute time limit. Stages are selected randomly from fighters' home stages of that era. Large stages like Palutena's Temple, Great Cave Offensive, and 75 meters are excluded. Wii U uses 8-player Smash variants if available, and some 3DS stages are modified. So yeah, keep that in mind. But anyway, going into, obviously, we're in stage 3 right now. I'm gonna get a little bit of a healing. This is stage 3, 1998 to 1994, of the characters Ganondorf, Sheik, Cloud, Jigglypuff, Charizard, Pikachu, Mewtwo, Diddy Kong, and Ness. The stage where we can fight on are Congo Jungle 64, Bridge of Eldin, Pokemon Stadium 2, Onett, and Midgar. So let's see how this goes. We're playing on Pokemon Stadium 2? Okay, I'll take it. Kind of weird though that they never added back Pokemon Stadium 1 into Smash 4. I'm pretty sure that was a staple of a stage back in Melee and even back in Brawl. And they brought it back in Ultimate, but for some reason, Smash 4 left out the stage, which I'm very surprised about. I know it's like a fan favorite. I know a lot of people generally prefer Pokemon Stadium 1 to the second one. So it's just very interesting that they got rid of it. I don't know why, but they did, so. Ooh, Charizard, relax there, buddy. Now, obviously, when it comes to you versus the characters, you are a lot heavier to, a lot more difficult to KO compared to your opponents. Thank goodness, because you basically are fighting, it's basically like a 3v1 for the most part, which is very scary. And yeah, it's good that you are a lot more difficult to KO. So like some things that naturally would be able to KO your opponent, your character, I should say, in regular battle will not KO you, in All-Star mode, which is at least until like a higher percentage, which is actually at least really nice to know of. One thing I feel like I should. Okay, bye Mewtwo. One thing I should probably mention that, at least from my personal experience when playing All-Star mode, I feel like projectiles are a lot more scary to deal with in All-Star mode. I don't know what it is, but they are more powerful than the characters themselves. So like, yeah, be careful of that, because I noticed they are just super crazy to avoid and to deal with, which makes things a little bit scary. But going into some more things about All-Star mode, obviously alternate costumes like I mentioned. Certain fighters use special alts in All-Star mode, with Little Mac using the wider frame, Wario with the overalls, Cloud with the Advent Children skin, and Bayonetta with the Bayonetta 1 skin. Villager, Wii Fit, Robin, and Corrin can alternate between male and female. Also, Alf replaces Olimar, and Koopa Links replace Bowser Jr., but appear out of their timeline order as previously mentioned. And I guess since we're in rest area, so we can talk about rest area and healing. Obviously, we got the healing items, which you mentioned, these 4 with the Maxim Tomato. With all fighters unlocked, you do get a second heart container, and in group mode, when you play with a friend, you get +2 extra heart containers. Items will vanish if they are carried outside of the rest area. Players' damage cannot be altered except within the rest area item, or with rest area items. So no self-damage or self-heal moves, and of course, no items will spawn in battle either. So yeah, healing, you really want to try and use sporadically as much as possible. Why do we play on this stage, by the way? This sucks. You want to really try and use healing items very sporadically if you can, because they are very important. If you're playing on a hard difficulty like I am, then you really want to try and like save it for the matches that like either give you a lot of trouble typically, or just matches that like have a lot of characters, or if you just like a lot later into the All-Star run through. I also just forgot to mention that this is stage 4, 1993 to 1991. Characters we can fight are of course Meta Knight, Falco, Fox, King Dedede, Wario, Kirby, and Sonic. On the possible stages, of course, being Halberd, Orbital Gate Assault. I hate this stage so much. Halberd, Orbital Gate Assault, Lilac Cruise, Gamer, Windy Hill Zone, and Dreamland 64. Let's be careful there. I'm actually like at a really scary position. That hammer scared the heck out of me. That would have killed me in normal gameplay, but thank goodness it's All-Star mode. Wow, 130%. I'm living somehow. I don't know how, but I am. Thank you, Mario, for the new custom move. I'll take it. Okay, let me get some rewards. New Pokemon, or a new trophy. And of course, some more custom stuff. Let me get the... I'll grab a heart container this time around. Why the heck not? But continue things on with damage rules as we mentioned before. Uses damage multipliers, not knockback handicaps. Players of course deal more damage, but take less damage. CPUs have slightly reduced launch rates. Projectiles, props, and stage hazards ignore those multipliers as you deal full knockback and full damage and knockback as I mentioned previously. Hazards are also major threats since CPUs otherwise KO late. It can sometimes be like around 200%, so yeah. And also opponents cannot be star KO'd or screen KO'd. And now going into this match, which is stage 6, 1986, or sorry, 1990 to 1986. The characters, of course, being, wait, what am I? I'm stupid. I'm sorry. 1990 to 1986, the characters being, of course, Captain Falcon, Yoshi, Dr. Mario, Marth, Mega Man, Ryu, Palutena, and Pit. Possible stages, of course, being Powertown Aerodive, Woolly World, Yoshi's Island, Wily Castle, and Suzaku Castle. And we're playing on Suzaku. Okay, cool. Damn, immediate spike on Yoshi. Sadly didn't KO. That would have been funny as heck if it did. Alright, let's lock the heck in. I can do stuff with Mario. I'm comfortable with the character. He's my secondary main in this game, so I know how to do stuff. I love the music though. What is it? Is this Ryu's music or Ken's? I don't know, but it's fantastic either way. Get out of here, Falcon. He tried to knee me. Disgusting. Where's your dignity? Although, you know, I guess he wanted to go off the bang, so I can't really complain about that. It's not gonna do anything. I want to try and maybe get some spike in this run through, just because Mario can spike, and I really want to like do it because it feels good getting it off. Why is Yoshi still here? Please leave. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm getting like the on-stage meteor smashes, which is kind of funny. Not the actual ones that matter. Hold up. Come here, Mega Man. Bam! Let's go. Oh, that felt good. That felt so powerful. Hold up. What? What even was that? I don't know. Ryu's gone. Here's Palutena. Marth is still living somehow, which I'm surprised about. Hold up. Stop. There goes Marth. Palutena's gonna be a little scary because she has a counter, but it shouldn't be that bad. I can deal with that pretty easily. Damn, Palutena's like still living here. I'm surprised. Hold up. Oh, nope. Okay, there goes Pitts. Backdoor does not kill. And yeah, nope. Palutena, please. Uppy. That didn't kill. I'm surprised. What is happening? Palutena, please leave. Thank you. Goodness me. Okay, and final thing we should probably mention about All-Star mode is the restrictions and rewards. So no custom moves are allowed except for Mii fighters, always absent. So yeah, you can still come in with Mii fighter custom moves, but just not for any of the other characters. Rewards though, which I mean we'll talk about rewards later, so we shouldn't really specify those. But yeah, no customs are allowed for All-Star mode. I think the only mode in the game that doesn't allow custom, so just keep that in mind. But going into the next match, 1986 to 1984, with the characters, of course, being Samus, Zelda, Link, Bowser, Peach, Rob, and Duck Hunt. Possible stages being Mushroom Kingdom U, Mario Circuit from Brawl, Skyloft, Norfair, Duck Hunt, Wrecking Crew, Peach's Castle 64, and Hyrule Castle 64. And of course, we're playing Duck Hunt. Can I? Oh, hold on. Let me get back on stage. See, the last two matches are some of my least favorite just because they get a lot more crazy. I'm so scared about Samus right now. I need you to leave. Oh, crap. Hold up. Damn, what the frick, man? I'm so scared. I need Samus gone. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, crap. This is scary. Now we have Bowser, who's gonna hit like a truck. That's fun. Get out of here, Link. Okay, I'm at 131%, and we still... Oh, thank goodness I wasn't projected. Bowser, chill, man. Okay, hold the frick up. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, this is scary. Okay, Peach is gone. They're smart. I hate these matches so much. They get so much smarter, which scares the hell out of me. Okay, there goes Bowser. Lock the heck in. No way. Oh, fart. Oh, brother. Okay, that was scary. Now it's just you, Duck Hunt. It's just you and me. 202%. What the hell? Oh, Duck Hunt. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Boom. No. Backdoor, please. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, brother. That was way too freaking close. I got so scared there. Oh, okay. Breathe. Breathe. Hey, we actually end up with 2 custom moves too, which I'm definitely not complaining about. So you know what? Let's grab both of them. Let's grab the heart container, or sorry, the fairy bottle, and of course the last heart container. Going to our last match of the episodes of All-Star Mode in general, 1984 to 1980, with the characters Little Mac, Luigi, Donkey Kong, Mario, Pac-Man, and Mr. Game & Watch. Possible stages being Delfino Plaza, Luigi's Mansion, Flat Zone X, and Pac-Land. Alright, let's see how this goes. Delfino Plaza, I'll definitely take it. I like the stage a lot. Okay, definitely start off with that. Let's see how well I can do with this one. This one's not as bad, even though, yeah, it is the last battle. So characters are going to be a lot more scary, a lot more difficult to fight against. It is only 6 characters, which I'm so not complaining about. I'm so not complaining about only 6 characters to fight. Okay, now there's just regular Mario. No, that... stop! I'm trying to go for, like, the strong hits just so I can, like, get the KOs off. There we go, there goes Mario. Luigi's still alive, I'm surprised. There we go, never mind, not anymore. There's Game & Watch and Pac-Man. They're still, like, smart and, like, annoying, as CPUs typically tend to be in these modes. Get out of here. I didn't hit Game & Watch? What? In what world? What? Stop. I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. I shouldn't be scared. I'm at 39%. There we go. Nope. Get out of here, Game & Watch. What are you doing? Why are you still alive? Nope. Game & Watch, please. Wow. The last character in the game, he's like the most stubborn out of anyone I fought. Get out of here. Oh, beautiful job. Thank goodness we're done. That was stressful. That was definitely very stressful. But an overall okay final score. Actually, no, total score is what matters. That's a really crazy one. 3 million. Got some custom moves. Got 2 new custom moves. Some good rewards. So I mean, like, yeah, that's basically about it. That's All-Star Mode. 7 stages to go through. A good way to just get some quick rewards and fight against everyone in the game. It's a lot, especially if you're doing it on hard, but it can still be a lot of fun. Yeah, so there we go. That's time to go for the credits. Yeah, so interestingly enough, we don't get character trophies for All-Star Mode. Just like back in Brawl, we get Final Smash trophies when completing a character's All-Star Mode run-through, which I think is really freaking cool. In 3DS, we only got the character alt trophies, which is basically just like a character the character you play as in a different pose, some different palette swaps, kind of similar to like the melee trophies for All-Star mode and Adventure mode, but again, they do incorporate the different palette swaps. But yeah, in Wii U, we get Final Smash trophies as a reward. And did y'all freaking see how crazy that slowdown was? Mario's trophy was insanely like, that was tearing my Wii U down as it was showing up. That was crazy. That was really crazy to see. Yeah, that was kind of funny. But on top of the rewards that you get in All-Star mode, you are able to get the alt trophies that 3DS has to offer, but specifically in the shop, right? You can only get them through the shop, through the trophy shop in the vault area. So just keep those in mind. You can still get them, but just through other means. And if you complete All-Star mode with a friend, if you do a co-op clear, both of the characters' trophies do get unlocked. So I can get both like Mario and Luigi's All-Star mode trophies by me going through with Mario, and then my friend going through with Luigi, and then we get both of them. It's pretty cool. It's definitely, I think it's a really good way to complete All-Star mode a little bit quicker. But I'm pretty sure most of not all the challenges might still require you to do it all solo. I may be mistaken about that, but I think that's how it works. But I don't know. I really don't know. There's no like thing. There's nothing that tells me about that. But yeah, there we go. That is All-Star mode. That's a pretty freaking cool portrait with Mario and Bowser. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, well, I mean, I was gonna check out the taunts, but like this, we already showed them off before, so yeah. Okay, we got some challenges. Hold up, nice new hammer. And we got that one, and we got that one. So 3 new challenges. Clearing true All-Star mode on hard gives you the perfect shield helper badge. We have, what is this one? Clearing All-Star on normal or higher, which gives you the Hyper Smasher Brawn badge. And finally, just clearing All-Star mode in general gives you Victini for your Pokeballs. There's one more that we could have gotten, but I'll try and grab it at some point as we go through All-Star mode, because there's still a lot of challenges to get. But there we go, that's the 3 that we got in just this one episode. So not bad. Cleared All-Star for the first time, and on hard. Not bad. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm definitely not complaining. So yeah, Mario right now, definitely demolishing with this score, but that's probably not going to stay for much longer. And yeah, it's basically just the exact same way that Classic Mode looks, but just with this difficulty scaler being right here on character selection. Let's go ahead and check out our Final Smash trophy, because that is going to be really cool to look at. I hope it's not going to lag my freaking game again. But here's Mario Finale. Break the Smash Ball and unleash Mario's final smash. Mario will fire a devastating blast of fire in the direction he is facing. The attack covers a wide range and travels far, so it's best to fire this from one side of the stage to the other. The damage is impressive, and his move can actually carry foes right off the screen. So yeah, I mean, it would have been really cool, in my personal opinion, if they were, for the appears in section, if they were to be like, hey, Super Smash Bros. Brawl or Super Smash Bros. Wii U. I kind of hate that they didn't. So it's just like, it's just gonna be blank for like every character's Final Smash. So missed opportunity, but what can you do? That you saw that lag? That was a little bit of lag right there. Sheesh, Mario Finale is a crazy Final Smash. So detailed. But anyways, that is it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Thank you all so much for watching. In the next one, we're going to be running through All-Star mode as the next character, of course, in the roster, that being Luigi. We'll see how that one goes. So subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch and all the other channels, are of course down in the description. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Pop-Tart out.